Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is Mehdi. In today's video, I'll be reviewing 15 of top seller fragrances on Amazon. Without any further ado, I want to start by House of Rasasi Shurah. It is a floral, aquatic, fruity, sweet and woody, salty type of fragrance. Has that pleasant and safe side like floral, fruity, aquatic and sweet side, and also dirty and daring side like woody and salty in the same time. Every single factor in this fragrance is on a steroid. It is like synthetically powerful type of fragrance, lasts on me 24 hours plus without exaggeration on the skin, with 3-4 hours nuclear projection and sillage. Not one of the best complementing fragrances, but definitely the most long-lasting cheapy fragrance in my collection. At number 14, again from House of Rasasi Shurah. Ashy, floral, loud, dirty, let's say. This one is very daring fragrance with oud and leather at the base. Smells like a mysterious man smoking cigar at the corner of the bar. Actually shares a lots of similarities with this one. I can get like 50%, 60% same DNA here, but this one is dirtier compared to the Shurah. At number 13 from House of Lattafa, Blue Oud, one of those cheap, safe, wearable oud fragrances with touch of aquatic or blue notes. Somehow reminds me of Invictus Legend, like that fragrance, salty, a little bit some sort of woody or woodiness is going on there way at the background, but it is mostly in the oceanic, let's say, floral, fruity and sweet side, like sweet and woody. I can get average performance with this one, lasts like maximum 5 to 6 hours, let's say good 4 to 5 hours, with average and soft projection and sillage for first hour or maximum hour and a half. At number 12 from House of Olivier, Oud Touch. It is a rose oud fragrance with a little bit of creaminess at the background. We can get some sort of other jasmine or white floralness at the background of the fragrance. Oud is not that much prominent here. All the notes are at the same level, same floral, fruity and let's say to this one creamy and woody. It smells a little bit synthetic on the skin, but in there it is okay. Not as synthetic as on the skin. It is not a beast mode fragrance, but it is a long-lasting fragrance. Could be better because of that daring DNA. I was expecting something like strongly 12-14 hours plus. It is not, but for this price, it is more than enough. At number 11 from House of Armaf, Nuit or Nuit, one of the most famous Creed Green Irish Sweet colognes. Compared to that fragrance, this one is for sure more synthetic and darker, somehow woodier. Smells fresh, green, herbal, very unique. It is like 90-95% similar to that fragrance. About performance, it is acceptable but not as good as before formulations. It doesn't project as loud anymore, but I can get like 5 to 6 hours longevity with first hour and a half average to below average projection and sillage. But I remember before formulations was somehow louder. At number 10, one of the best citrusy aquatic fragrances, cheap citrusy aquatic fragrances in the market, Nautica Voyage. Very safe, very wearable and pleasant, mass appealing and lady pleaser. Ladies really enjoy this scent profile. Lasts on my skin good 4 to 5 hours. On the clothing I can say 1 day barely, let's say good 13-14 hours on the clothing, with first hour maximum 1.5 average, soft to below average projection and sillage. At number 9, Ariana Grande's Cloud, one of the cheapest and best Bakara Rouge colognes. A little bit citrus here at the beginning and has some sort of creaminess at the background. I am 100% sure I have that fragrance in my collection because I had it in few videos, but I couldn't find it. I have to ask my girlfriend, I believe. Performance is like 5 to 6 hours, very cheap. Complementing compared to Bakara Rouge, it is a bit simplified version of that fragrance, but leans kind of more wearable, let's say, and more feminine, I have to say. From House of Davidoff, Cool Water. So scent of this fragrance is like Nuit, is very close to Creed Green Irish Sweet, but I cannot say to this fragrance a cologne for that fragrance because it is aquatic compared to that one. We can get some sort of tobacco-y vibe here and soapiness. We cannot catch that tobacco, maybe a little bit, or that soapiness or aquatic notes in the Green Irish Sweet. So this one is a bit different compared to that fragrance, but I can get like 70% of similarities. Performance of this one is average, somehow below average, like 4 to 5 hours. With first hour, yes, first hour, maximum first hour, again average to poor type of projection and sillage. I prefer it for like gym, very close encounters, office, extremely hot days. At number 7, hands down one of the most best lady killer fragrances in my collection, nothing to do, Versace Rose EDT. Niche snobs don't like this fragrance because it doesn't smell like barnyard, for example, but who cares them? Mostly people out there love these type of fragrances. Safe, pleasant at the first sniff type of fragrances. Smells minty, appley, with ton of ambroxan and vanilla at the base. At number 6, from House of Giorgio Armani, I want to talk a little bit about this one, Aquatic. I really like the way that people don't care, YouTubers, me included, because we don't suggest that much this fragrance because of bad performance, reformulation issues. But I can see the answer to me is this from people out there because it is one of the top sellers. Smells still sexy, mass appealing, lady pleaser, scent profile is aquatic, floral, a little bit sweet. Yeah, it is not one of the best performing fragrances, but I respect your decisions. I'm laughing because, again, sorry, I have to show this one from you to myself, because mostly YouTubers say that this fragrance is overplayed. Okay, you're gonna smell like her ex, but people say, hey man, go fuck yourself, you know. I can see it because most of the people still buy this fragrance, and it is one of those absolute top sellers on the Amazon. Scent profile is very modern and masculine in the same time. It is, it's beautiful actually. It is citrusy, ambroxany, peppery, it bites, a little bit aggressive, with a great performance. At number 4, Club de Nuit Intense Man. I know most of my viewers know this fragrance very well. I have very knowledgeable and frackhead type of crazy viewers, crazy about fragrances. So it is, for those who don't know this one, it is one of the best colognes for Creed Aventus, Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Man EDT. A bit harsh, but most of people have no problem with that harshness. Opens up kind of limey, citrusy, without that much of pleasant pineapple vibe, and dries down smoky and woody with a good performance. At number 3, again from House of Rasasi Hawas, one of the best aquatic fragrances with oriental character, let's say, a twisted, complex aquatic fragrance. It is sweet, it is watery, not oceanic type of aquatic, fruity. I can get like plum, some sort of apple, cardamom, and musk at the dry down of this fragrance. It is fruity, aquatic, and sweet with a great performance. At number 2, a surprise pick, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Pour Femme version EDT. Look how much I've worn this fragrance. I really love it. It is somehow identical to Versace's Eau Fresh, but this one is better somehow and more kind of earthy, has more ambroxan and smells more unique, but it doesn't last this one as much as Versace Eau Fresh. But again, I prefer this one better somehow. I believe this fragrance is perfectly unisex, or at least like 60% in the masculine side. Performance is like 6 to 7 hours average. It is a good time, but I say average because it is very soft, airy type of 6 to 7 hours with somehow like transparent projection and sillage for first 2 hours. At number 1, my most favorite fragrance from House of Versace, Dylan Blue, and hands down one of my most complimented fragrances in entire my journey. Smells fresh, strong, classic, somehow timeless, with earthy and a little bit incensey, salty ambroxany dry down. I can get a solid performance out of this one, like 10-12 hours plus in terms of longevity, with 2 to 3 hours loud projection and sillage, especially in the breezy days. Take care, guys.